Hello friends, how are you? Today I will teach you regression analysis. Regression analysis. So let's start with question number 1. Here I have few sales and here I have advertisements. These sales have been generated by these advertisements. But look at the column of sales, the last cell is missing. We have to calculate why. And now we will see how. Just do remember one thing, the one which is missing will remain dependent on the second thing. Like if the sales is missing from here, it means the column Y is dependent on the column X. Likewise, here we have Y is not given and we have X. Like we do have some value of X over here. So it means that Y depends on X. Y depends on X. Now let's make the formula of regression analysis. Y on X. Y on X. First of all, I would like to clear that I will teach you all from two formulas. So the first formula is B Y X. X minus X bar Y minus Y bar. I will teach you how I made this formula. It's so difficult to set the tripod stand. Anyways, now I will tell you how I made this formula. Here I have written BXY. The B over here is the coefficient of regression. XY represents the Y on X. That sales depends on advertisements. You all must be thinking that why I have written X minus X bar over here and Y minus Y bar over here. See the last alphabet, X. Whenever we have X in the last, we will write this statement over here. And see the first alphabet. Whenever we have Y over here, we will write Y minus Y bar over here. But in the condition of X on Y, we will make the formula like BYX. And here we will write X minus Y minus Y bar and X minus X bar. There is one more formula of regression. Wait, I will tell you. The second formula of regression is second formula. There are like two formulas and we have to put B2 in B1. Like wait, let me explain. B2 summation xi yi summation xi square. Here you all must be thinking that why I have calculated B2 over here, because our second formula is B1 is equals to Y bar minus B2X bar. By calculating the value of B from here, we will put the value of B in here and then we will be calculating our answer. I hope you guys must understanding what I am trying to say. You can easily calculate the regression by these two formulas. Now let's go to so let's start a question. Here is the question and there are few parts of it, part A and part B. What will be the value of if Y is equals to 10 if X is equals to 10. So here we have to calculate the values. Okay, so the step 1 is to make a regression equation. What will be the regression equation for 1? What will be the value of X if Y is 10? It means that X is dependent on Y, right? So our formula will be B x, y, because x is dependent on y in our first condition. And due to the x in first, I will write x minus x bar. This is the formula. Now I will teach you how to calculate bxy. bxy. The value in numerator will remain same for bxy and byx, and the value for denominator will get changed. So here the formula is n summation xy minus summation x summation y. And I have tell you this, that the value for bxy and byx will remain same. Let me explain you what I have done in our denominator. See the last value over here, it's y. We are just using y in our denominator. So n summation y square minus whole bracket summation y whole bracket square. Basically all the game is depending over here on bxy. If I had byx over here, so the denominator will be like n e x square minus summation x whole bracket square. I hope you all must be getting what I'm trying to say, that just look at the last sum over here and start making the formula. So let's move on. Now for summation xy, I have to calculate xy by multiplying both of them. 11 multiplied by 3, 33, 4 multiplied by 12, 48, 72, 21 and 10. Now let's calculate it. Let's add it. 72 plus 21 plus 10, 184. So the summation xy is 184. And how to calculate n? We just have to calculate the number of our variables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equals to 5 multiplied by 184 minus summation x. Let's calculate summation x and summation y for here. 3 plus 4 plus 8 plus 7 plus 2 is 24. 24 and 11 plus 12 plus 9 plus 3 plus 5 is 40. So the summation x is 24 multiplied by 40 divide by again n 5. Now here summation y square, we have to calculate y square. And how we will calculate y square? By squaring all these values. 11 whole square 121, 12 square 144, 81, 9, and I will write 5 over here, 25. Now let's add summation y square. 121 plus 144 plus 81 plus 9 plus 25, it's 380. Now I will be writing 380 minus summation y whole square. Summation y was 40 whole square. Now let's calculate. 5 multiplied by 184 minus 24 multiplied by 40 divided by 380 40 whole square, and our value is minus 0.133. Okay, so here I have calculated bxy. Now I will be calculating byx. And how? Byx. You all must be knowing the formula of byx. Just because the x is over here, we will be writing x minus x bar over here and is equals to over before byx and y minus. So now let's solve the question for byx. So I hope you all must be writing the data with you. So because my tripod is not capturing the whole page, so just write the data with you so it will be helpful. So I'm just copying the formula again. Byx x minus x bar. So let's calculate byx, coefficient of regression. The formula which I have tell you before. N summation xy minus summation x summation y. This term will remain constant for byx and bxy, but the denominator will get changed. And now the numerator will remain same as before. B5 minus 184 minus 24 multiplied by 40. But for denominator, now we have to see the n will remain constant, 5 multiplied by summation x square. Why x? Because the last digit was x. Because we have made the formula of denominator by using our x, because the x was our last value. Okay, so now how to calculate summation x square? Here we will be calculating x square by squaring all the values of x. 3 square 9, 4 square 4, 16, 8 square I guess 64, yeah, 7 square 49, 2 square 4, and let's add the values. 9 plus 16 plus 64 plus 49 plus 4, it's 142. I will be writing 142 over here minus whole square of x. That means this. The whole square of x is 24. Now I will be calculating it in the calculator. 5. So my answer is minus 0.29. So now we have calculated byx and bxy. Now we will be putting our values in this formula. Here I have calculated y bar and x bar, but I don't know why the video didn't get recorded. Anyways, the formula for y bar is summation y over n, and the formula for x bar is summation x over n. So let's calculate. 40 divided by 5 is 8, and 24 divided by 5 is 4.8. 4.8. Now we will look forward to our formula, and y minus y bar, y minus y bar is 8 is equals to bxy. What is bxy? Minus 0.29. Bracket open, x minus x bar. X minus x bar is 4.8. Here, now we will be calculating it. The y minus y bar will remain constant, is equals to minus 0.29 will get multiplied by this whole term. So it will be like minus 0.29x. Wait, let me multiply 0.29 multiply 4.8 sorry, it will be plus 1.392. So here I have the equation for y. Okay, so now we will be shifting this 8 here. Y is equals to minus 0.29x plus 1.392 plus 8. So the answer will be, let me calculate, 1.329 plus 8. Y minus 0.29x plus 9.392. Now we will put the value of x in here. So let's get back to our first condition. What was our first condition here? Sorry, the second condition. What will be the value of y? The value of y if x is 10. So now we will put 10 over here. Y is equals to minus 0.29 multiplied by 10 plus 9.329. Minus 0.29 multiplied by 10 is minus 2.9 plus 3.292 and plus 9.392. So the value of y is 6.492. Is that okay? Now, like the same pattern, we will be calculating our x. What I think is that you guys can solve the equation for yx by yourself, and let's come back to formula number 2, which I was talking about before. So here is the question for second formula. I have taken y before and x after. You can take x before or y after, that's all your choice. So let's start. What was our second formula? It was b2 summation xi yi divided by summation xi square. I will be telling you a third formula, but after completing these two. So for calculating xi, what we have to do, the formula for xi is, first of all, we have to take the summation of y and summation of x. Where is my calculator? 10 plus 15 plus 10 plus 20 plus 30, it's 85, and 15 plus 20 plus 10 plus 20 plus 25, it's 90. So now we have to take the summation of both of these. Basically, I am talking about that we have to calculate the y bar and x bar after calculating its summation. So the formula for y bar is summation y upon number of total, and formula for y bar is summation x number of total. So the number of total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and summation y is 85, so 85 divided. So now for calculating the xi, I have to minus this x bar with the x and y bar with the y for yi. So for calculating xi, let's do it. 15 minus 18 minus 3, 20 minus 18, 2, 10 minus 18 minus 8, and I will be calculating the yi2. So here I have calculated our xi and y. Okay, so now for the summation of xi and yi, we have to multiply both of them. Xi, yi. 3 sevens are 21, 2 to the 4, 8 sevens are 49, 56, I guess. Let's calculate. Okay, so here I have calculated it all, and now I will be putting it in my formula. B2 is equals to, here the formula is, I don't know why the video didn't got recorded. Anyways, so I have put the value of summation xi yi over here, and now the value for summation xi square, I have to calculate the value of summation xi square by squaring all the values of xi. Let's do it. Xi square, 3 square 3 is 9, 4, 64, 4, 49. Let's add it. So the formula for, so the value for xi square is 130. Now I will put the value of 130 over here, because summation xi square was 130 and summation xi yi is 178. So 178 divided by 130 is 178 divided by 130 is 1.369. So the B2 we have is 1.369. Now we will put the value of this B2 in this equation. That's how things work. B1 is equals to y bar B2. The value for B2 is 1.369 and x bar. We have already calculated the y bar and x bar. Let's put the value of y bar and x bar in here. Y bar is 17 minus 1.369 and x bar is 18. Let's solve the term. I have just realized that I have done a mistake over here while calculating 2 by 2. I forgot to put the sign with 4, and yeah, done. So now the value would be quite different. Let's calculate it again. The answer for this is 170, not 178. So here I'll change it. It's 170. So the term here will also get changed. 170 divided by 130, and it's 1.307. And I'll put 1.307 over here, and now I'll multiply the term. The answer for B1 is minus 6.5. So now let's put it in our actual equation. Y is equal to B1 plus B2x. So what's our B1? Minus 6.5 plus what's our B2x? It's 1.30. So we have finally calculated the term which we wanted to calculate. So I have calculated regression analysis from both the formulas. Stay tuned for more questions and do write your queries in comment section. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.